and today I am here on behalf of Books on the Delhi Metro. Books on the Delhi Metro is an initiative that we started a year back with the aim to promote reading. And it's been a year, one wonderful year, and the journey continues. I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk about why books should not be a luxury. So I'll talk about the initiative and why books. But before that, I'll start with a story, a very interesting story that I recently read when I was in Japan. So the story goes by the name 100 Sacks of Rice. So in the Edo period, there was a major restoration war that destroyed Japan. And there was a Nagopa city which used to be very rich in culture, in farming practices. The people were happy. And the war destroyed literally everything there. So much so that there was hunger, there was poverty, and people were finding it hard to survive. So to help the Nagopa prefecture, the neighboring cities, what they did was, they collected 100 bags of rice and they sent it to the chief minister of Nagopa prefecture so that at least they have some food to eat. Now, the chief minister says, let's sell this 100 bags of rice and use that money to build a school. The Nagopa prefecture has a samurai clan. So when they get to hear that the chief minister is trying to sell off our food and that old man is stupid enough that he doesn't even care that our children are dying, what they decided is that let's go and talk to the chief minister, let's sort out this problem. And this old fool knows nothing about us and he doesn't care about us. So let's go there. So at 1 a.m. in the night, it's raining and all these samurai clans with their swords in their hands, they march towards the chief minister's house. And the chief minister is an old man. He knows how life goes. He's seen all the ups and downs of life. And he knows that we face some problems now. So he's a future living person. So what he does is, he receives them. He tries to calm them down. And he says this, dear samurai leaders, if you consume this 100 bags of rice, each one of you will only get half a kg of rice, which probably you will easily consume within 2 days or maximum 3 days. But if we sell these bags of rice and use that money to build an educational center for our children, then our children will study and they went on to build the city again. Then that 100 sacks of rice will convert into 10,000 or probably more. So that really hit the samurai leaders. They had not just thought about a thing that could happen with that. They thought that they are struggling with the food and all, but in the hindsight, they were really struggling to build a city that can again stand on its feet. So the story ends on a positive note, and the Nagopa city prefecture goes on to become a very prosperous city once again. It's a true story. You can still find the story on Google. Books have that potential. Education and books have that potential to convert a nation which is on the verge of decline and build that nation from the scratch. So if we hold on to that, if we hold on to the books, we can really be independent thinkers. We can go on to make an independent nation, and we can be really strong people with their own mindset. Now, after this story, I thought that why, if Japan could do it like 100 or 200 years back, why do we still face that resistance to accept books in our life, or read more books or buy more books, and why it is considered a luxury still in India? So I'll share a very personal story. when I just started working. So I used my salary to buy 10,000 worth of books, and I not a mobile phone for myself, not clothes. So I thought that I'm a good girl, I'm spending on books, and my parents would be happy. And when I went back home, both my mother and father, they were like really angry with me. What have you done? You kids are really pathetic. You don't have any value for money, and you are impossible children. And what did you do with that money? You could have bought this. You could have bought that. So I heard all that scolding. I took that to my heart. And another day, while I was really depressed, I was not feeling well emotionally. So my mother gave me money and said, "Go party with your friends. You will feel better." So that struck me really hard. I mean, if I'm sad, my mother thinks that partying with my friends or buying new clothes will give me happiness. But when I went to books to heal myself, then my mother scolded me. She'll probably kill me for sharing this story, but anyways. So, that's how our social conditioning has been. You guys tell me how many times your mother has told you, Go buy a book for yourself, beta. You need that." I guess never. So, that's the thing that we have been, books come very, very low in the priority of things, as Sumani shared. Of course, as a country, we are still struggling. We need basic amenities, and like Sumani shared, these women are already struggling for their basic things, so we cannot think about books. But for a moment, let's keep aside that part of the society, where they are struggling to make their ends meet. Let's talk about you, let's talk about us. We have access to ideas. We have access to spreading more ideas and making a better community. But why do we still face this resistance? I'll tell you why. Books, people think that you only need your curriculum books to grow. If your clothes are torn, your personality will look weak, go buy new clothes. But nobody would tell you that books are needed for your personal growth as well. I don't know about you, how much of an avid reader all of you are, but I'll tell you my journey when I open a book. So book, when I buy it, it's not just a piece of paper and some ink sprinkled on it. To me, I take on a journey with the author. I have an immediate access to the research that author must have done, years and years of research that author must have done on that book, studied the character, how the character thinks, how he behaves. So if I am going through a personal trauma, probably I see the insight the author must have gone through, that how to deal with that trauma. If I am going through a troubled marriage, I see how people deal with such situations and make it better. If I sometimes am in a good mood and I want to laugh, probably I'll laugh with the author. So that's the impact books make. So the genesis of idea of books on the Delhi Metro was this amazing woman, Emma Watson. She is my inspiration. I follow her. She's such a humble person. And one day, thanks to social media, I saw her video where she was hiding books on the London Underground and spreading the magic of books. That got the idea started. And books on the Delhi Metro has been functioning for 1 year on the same idea. We hide books on the Delhi Metro premises, and we hide them in such a way that people can find them. So any commuter who finds a book with a sticker on the book can take it with them. They can read it, and when they are done, they can keep it back for others to find happiness. And the problem that we are trying to solve, so I personally feel there are two problems that youngsters face, with respect to books. One is they don't have time. They have all the time in the world for social media, for partying, for shopping, and for literally everything, but they don't have time for reading. So commute reading is one thing that we wish to promote through this initiative. And the second thing is providing books for free. To me, I feel like a book that costs probably 300 or 400, that has the capacity to change lives of people, should not be a luxury for anyone. I mean, we all know that there is a resistance in buying books, and what can a book do? It's just a story. Probably it will just make you laugh or pass your time. But to me, a book is more than just a piece of paper. It has so much potential to literally change your life. So those were the two major problems that we are still trying to solve in Delhi. So we began with a few major roadblocks. The idea was a little unacceptable to people. We thought that we would be trashed by people. Sometimes what happens is when we keep the book, so people see it as a security threat and they run back to us कि मैडम बुक भूल गए क्या हो गया. So फिर उसके बाद then we go on to tell them that no, it's for you, please take it, please read it. And then sometimes the metro security staff, they grow concerned that that there's a book here, just take it away, and you can't keep it here. But thankfully, over a period of time, we have passed all those roadblocks, and there are very little incidents that happen these days. So another thing that I would like to share here is stories from Delhi Metro. So it's been a year, one amazing year, and one thing that I particularly like about this initiative is it's very close to my heart. And one thing is that people come to us and they tell us how much this initiative means to them. We have seen incidents where people have got back into their reading habit. So there are so many people, they tell us that they never knew such a book existed which could literally change their life. There are so many incidents where they come to us that with their job and with their married life, they hardly found any time in reading. But now with this refreshing idea of reading on the commute and finding a book on your way, this has really got them back into reading. So a lot of book pickers on the Delhi Metro have joined us as book fairies also. There is one particular book fairy, I always tell her story. She's so inspiring. She is a working mother, and after her marriage and after her child, she hardly got any time to read, and all her time was in the household chores and everything, just about everything about others and not for herself. So she used to tell me that you have literally changed my life. How we can use time and how we can use books as a tool to grow personally. So these have been things that have really impacted the growth of books on the Delhi Metro. And I wish for all of you to get time to read, you find a book on the Delhi Metro, and if Spider-Man can read on the job, you definitely can. So thank you everyone. Thank you.